Hi, my name's Jill. I'm so happy you could join me today for this tutorial on how to make a simple flower. This is a great beginner project and can be used for things such as bookmarks and decorations, etc. The stitches you'll be using today are double crochet and a slip stitch. So today you're going to need a crochet hook. I'm going to be using a 5.5mm hook, also known as an eye hook. If you wanted to make a larger flower, you could use any of these larger hooks. If you wanted to make a smaller flower, you could use any of the smaller hooks. So you're also going to need some yarn. I'm just using this medium weight yarn, some scissors, a tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. So now we'll start with a slip knot. So this is how I do a slip knot. I weave the yarn around my finger like that, pull the back over the front, pull the back over the front again and over the tip of the finger, pull down, insert my hook. Make sure you leave a decent bit of yarn here because we need to use that later to weave in and also to close the hole. Now we're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can see that we've got those 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to slip stitch into this first chain. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. If you just hold it there like that, you can see where my finger is. That's the hole that we're going to be working in the whole time. So just keep your finger there, pull this loop through this loop, and that's a slip stitch. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now, if you keep your finger there in the hole, we're going to do 2 double crochets into the hole. So it's yarn over, into the hole, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. I'm going to do that again. So yarn over, into the hole, yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through. That's your second double crochet. Now we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to slip stitch into the hole. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull that loop through that loop. And that's your first petal. Okay, we're going to do that 5 times. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to do 2 double crochets, yarn over, into the hole, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. The second double crochet, yarn over, into the hole, pull through. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to slip stitch into the hole. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull this loop through this loop. That's the slip stitch. That's your second petal. Now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Another 2 double crochets, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over to the hole, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops. Now chain 2 and then slip stitch into the hole. That's your third petal. I'll do that 2 more times. If you're running out of room in the ring, just pull your work around like that and make a bit more room and squish it up. Okay, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, 2 double crochets, one more, chain 2, 2, then slip stitch into the hole, pull through. That's the 4th petal, so we've got 1 more to go. Just push it around a bit more, give us a bit more room. Okay, chain 2, 2 double crochets, yarn over to the hole, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. One more time, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now chain 2 and insert a slip stitch into the hole. So you go, there's our last slip stitch. So you can see that we've got a flower. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cut this yarn, give it a little bit of room to have yarn to weave in. Pick it up, yarn over, pull the yarn through the remaining loop and just pull it through like that. Okay, so you can see that we have a flower. So if you want to leave the hole in the middle, you can. If you prefer the hole either to be smaller or non-existent, I'll show you how to do that right now. So we're going to turn it over. I'm going to put this yarn end into the needle. And we're going to close this hole up. Okay, so we're going to be weaving this yarn through here. So we're just going to keep going like this. And we're going to keep going until we get back to where we started. Okay, we're back to where we started, so I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to give it a bit of a pull. So you can see it's closed quite a bit. You can keep pulling it. If you're not getting anywhere, if you want it smaller than that, you can just keep going around a little bit more and it'll help you make it smaller. So we'll do that and pull it again. There you go. You've got your flower. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to leave it like that. That's fine for me, that size hole. So we're going to weave in this end. We're just going to finish it. We were just weaving it in then, but I'm just going to go back the other way just to make sure it is really secure. Okay, that's enough for that one. So now we're going to weave in this other one. So put it onto your needle. It's a good way of threading a tapestry needle is doubling the yarn over. It makes it go through a lot easier. So we can get this yarn back down to this bit here so we can weave it in around here. We're just going to weave it into a few little bits of yarn so we make sure it's down here like that. And we'll start weaving in. Okay, and I'm just going to go back the other way a little bit. Okay, so we've got these two loose ends here. If you're planning to use the flower to attach it to something, you could leave the ends here and then actually use these ends to attach it to whatever you wanted to do. But I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to cut them off. Okay, there's the flower. You can just try and shape it up as nicely as you can to make it look as good as you can. And that's it. It's a little flower. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun making your flower. Keep practicing and remember that crochet is not a destination, it's a journey. If you got value out of this tutorial, please consider giving it an up thumb and I'd love to know how you went in the comments. Please have a look at my other videos for some more beginner tutorials. So see you next time and bye for now.